Welcome back to the audio bookshelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Please enjoy Willpower of the Mind. Presented by Theo E. David from the audio bookshelf. Chapter 1: The Foundation of Inner Strength. In the vast landscape of human potential, one element has long stood as both the driving force and ultimate mystery of personal success: willpower. Willpower, that unseen yet powerful energy, is what separates fleeting desires from determined action. It is the fuel behind every personal achievement, every moment of endurance, and every breakthrough in the face of hardship. Throughout history, those who have harnessed the full strength of their minds have achieved extraordinary feats. But what is willpower, really? And how can it be cultivated to transform ordinary lives into ones marked by resilience, purpose, and fulfillment? Imagine your mind as an intricate machine, equipped with gears that represent thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and desires. The strength of willpower lies not merely in pressing a button and hoping it all works together, but in meticulously aligning each of these gears to work harmoniously, driving you forward. The ability to strengthen and sharpen willpower begins with understanding it, with seeing it as a skill rather than a trait, and as a tool rather than a burden. It is within every human being to rise above mere whims and forge a path shaped by unwavering resolve. In ancient Greece, philosophers like Aristotle and Plato spoke of enkrateia, the virtue of self-control, as one of the highest human ideals. To them, mastering one's desires and impulses was seen as essential to living a balanced and ethical life. This mastery was not born out of suppression or denial, but rather from an understanding of one's inner world and a disciplined approach to one's thoughts and actions. Willpower was viewed not as a rigid force, but as a dynamic and adaptable quality, one that required patience, practice, and a steadfast commitment to self-betterment. In our modern world, the concept of willpower often appears in discussions about discipline, motivation, and self-improvement. Yet, while it is frequently acknowledged as a necessary component of success, few truly grasp its full potential. Science has begun to reveal insights into the mechanics of willpower, uncovering connections between the mind, brain chemistry, and behavioral patterns that either strengthen or weaken our resolve. This book will take you through the journey of understanding these dynamics, exploring the ways willpower can be nurtured, sustained, and refined. As we dive deeper into the willpower of the mind, let us consider one of the most fundamental questions: why does willpower matter so much? The answer lies in its role as the bridge between our intentions and our actions. Without willpower, our goals remain mere fantasies, forever floating in the realm of what could be but never transitioning into reality. It is willpower that pulls dreams from the intangible space of thoughts and transforms them into concrete achievements. When we strengthen our willpower, we do more than just improve our self-control, we empower ourselves to live lives that are aligned with our highest aspirations. Chapter 2: The Science of Willpower. Modern neuroscience offers fascinating insights into how willpower operates within the brain. At the center of our willpower lies the prefrontal cortex, a part of the brain responsible for decision-making, planning, and regulating behavior. This is the area that kicks in when we resist a tempting impulse, choose to go to the gym instead of hitting snooze, or focus on a task even when distractions abound. The prefrontal cortex is like the brain's control center, balancing immediate desires with long-term goals and coordinating the mental resources needed to stay committed. Interestingly, researchers have discovered that willpower, much like a muscle, can become fatigued. Each decision we make and each act of self-control requires energy, specifically glucose, which fuels our brain's activity. This concept, known as ego depletion, suggests that as we use our willpower throughout the day, our capacity for self-control may temporarily weaken. However, just as muscles can be strengthened through regular exercise, our willpower can also be trained to become more resilient. By learning how to manage this mental energy and understanding our mind's limitations, we can create habits that support a sustainable flow of willpower rather than depleting it. One effective strategy for conserving willpower is to reduce the number of trivial decisions we make. This is why highly successful individuals often simplify their daily routines, whether by wearing similar clothes each day or following a structured morning ritual. allowing them to reserve their mental energy for more significant tasks. Through a process called automation, we can turn actions into habits, allowing our minds to operate with minimal conscious effort, thus preserving willpower for moments that truly demand it. Chapter 3: Building Habits That Endure. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen willpower is through the creation of habits. Habits are, in essence, automated behaviors that reduce the need for active decision-making. By establishing positive habits, we set ourselves up for success by making it easier to maintain focus and resist distractions. But how does one create habits that endure, especially when so many well-intentioned resolutions fade after a few weeks? The answer lies in consistency and gradual change. Studies show that small, consistent actions are more effective in establishing lasting habits than drastic changes attempted all at once. Instead of trying to overhaul your life overnight, focus on incorporating 1 or 2 manageable changes at a time. For example, if your goal is to become healthier, begin by adding just a few minutes of physical activity each day or choosing healthier snacks. Once these actions become routine, add another small change, gradually building a foundation of healthy habits that feel natural and sustainable. Another crucial factor in habit formation is the power of cues and rewards. Cues are the triggers that initiate a habit, while rewards are the positive outcomes that reinforce it. For instance, if you want to start a daily reading habit, placing a book by your bed could serve as a cue, and the enjoyment or satisfaction of learning something new acts as the reward. By associating positive outcomes with desired behaviors, you make it easier to integrate them into your life. However, willpower and habits go hand in hand. Willpower is often what gets us started on a habit, while the habit itself eventually lessens our reliance on willpower by becoming second nature. Chapter 4: The Role of Mindset in Willpower. While willpower relies on self-control and discipline, it also fundamentally depends on our mindset. How we view our abilities, challenges, and setbacks plays a pivotal role in either strengthening or undermining our resolve. Psychologists have found that individuals with a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning, tend to exhibit stronger willpower over time. When we see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than as threats, we approach them with resilience and a willingness to persevere, even when the going gets tough. Consider this: every time you encounter a challenging task, your brain registers the discomfort of the effort involved. If you view this discomfort as a natural part of the growth process, your mind is more likely to maintain motivation and persistence. On the other hand, if you see it as a signal of inadequacy or impossibility, your willpower begins to wane. This simple shift in mindset can redefine the limits of your endurance, allowing you to tap into reserves of strength you may not have known were there. Adopting a growth mindset doesn't mean ignoring setbacks or pretending challenges don't exist. Rather, it means viewing these experiences as stepping stones to greater strength and capability. By consistently reminding yourself that effort leads to improvement, you're not only enhancing your self-belief, but also reinforcing a core aspect of willpower, the ability to stay the course, even when obstacles arise. Over time, this outlook fosters a resilient inner narrative, one that fuels your determination rather than drains it. Chapter 5: Emotional Intelligence and the Power of Self-Awareness. Willpower is not solely a product of grit and determination. It also requires a deep understanding of your own emotions and behaviors. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions as well as empathize with others, plays a profound role in the exercise of willpower. When we are emotionally aware, we can identify the underlying feelings and triggers that often lead to impulsive actions or self-sabotaging behaviors. Imagine you're working toward a goal, and you experience a setback. Perhaps you feel discouraged, frustrated, or even ashamed. Without emotional intelligence, these emotions could drive you to abandon your efforts or engage in behaviors that counteract your progress. However, if you're attuned to your emotions, you can recognize that these feelings are temporary and can be managed without derailing your long-term objectives. This awareness allows you to respond consciously rather than react impulsively. Developing emotional intelligence requires ongoing practice and reflection. Begin by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment and note any patterns that emerge. For instance, do certain feelings arise when you face difficult tasks? Are there specific situations that trigger a desire to procrastinate? By understanding these dynamics, you can develop strategies to counteract them, such as taking a moment to breathe deeply, reframing negative thoughts, or using positive affirmations. In this way, emotional intelligence becomes a powerful ally in your quest to harness willpower effectively. Chapter 6: The Power of Delayed Gratification. One of the most famous studies on willpower, the marshmallow test conducted by psychologist Walter Mischel in the 1960s, revealed a fundamental truth about human nature. Those who can delay gratification tend to experience greater success in various areas of life. In this experiment, children were given a choice. They could eat one marshmallow immediately, or they could wait a few minutes and receive 2 marshmallows. The ability to wait and delay gratification was found to correlate with higher levels of success and satisfaction later in life. Delayed gratification is a cornerstone of willpower because it demonstrates our ability to prioritize long-term benefits over immediate pleasures. In a world of constant stimulation and instant access, the ability to delay gratification is more challenging and more valuable than ever. Each time we resist an impulse to indulge in a short-term reward, we reinforce our willpower and strengthen our capacity for self-control. One practical way to cultivate delayed gratification is through goal setting. When you set clear, meaningful goals, you create a vision of the future that motivates you to stay focused on what truly matters. Break down larger goals into smaller milestones to experience a steady sense of progress and accomplishment. By celebrating these small wins, you satisfy the brain's need for reward, but in a way that aligns with your long-term aspirations. Chapter 7: The Role of Environment in Shaping Willpower. Our environment, both physical and social, profoundly influences our willpower. Imagine 2 people attempting to develop a habit of daily exercise. One lives close to a gym, has supportive friends who enjoy working out, and keeps a pair of running shoes by the door. The other lives far from any fitness facilities, has friends who prefer sedentary activities, and leaves workout gear hidden in the back of a closet. It's not hard to see who has the advantage. Designing an environment that supports your goals can dramatically increase your likelihood of success. This might mean removing distractions, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, or creating visual reminders of your goals. For example, if you want to limit your screen time, try placing your phone in another room when you're working. If you're aiming to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods and keep treats out of sight. By shaping your surroundings, you make it easier to align your actions with your intentions. Beyond the physical environment, the people you interact with can either enhance or drain your willpower. Studies have shown that social support significantly influences one's motivation and resilience. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage your growth and who hold you accountable to your goals. Engage in conversations about willpower and personal development, and be open about your challenges and progress. Social support not only boosts your willpower but also enriches your journey by reminding you that you're not alone in your pursuit. Chapter 8: Embracing Failure as Part of the Process. Failure is often viewed as the enemy of willpower, but in truth, it is one of its greatest teachers. Each failure presents an opportunity to learn, adjust, and strengthen your resolve. Embracing failure requires humility and self-compassion, the understanding that setbacks are not reflections of personal inadequacy but rather stepping stones on the path to growth. Reflect on past experiences where your willpower faltered. What triggered the setback, and what could you have done differently? By analyzing these moments without judgment, you gain valuable insights that prepare you for future challenges. This process not only builds resilience, but also enhances your self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Chapter 9: The Habit of Visualization and Mental Rehearsal. Visualization is a powerful mental technique that involves creating vivid, detailed images of your goals and the steps needed to achieve them. By visualizing success, you're not only reinforcing your commitment to your goals, but also strengthening the neural pathways associated with those goals. Studies have shown that mental rehearsal activates similar brain regions as physical practice, making it a highly effective tool for reinforcing willpower. Imagine, for example, that you're preparing for a big presentation or aiming to run a marathon. Visualization allows you to mentally walk through each step, anticipating challenges and rehearsing how you'll handle them with confidence and composure. By repeatedly imagining yourself succeeding, you strengthen your mental resolve and reduce anxiety, both of which contribute to a more focused and determined approach when it's time to act. Begin each day with a few minutes of visualization, focusing on your goals and the actions required to achieve them. Picture yourself overcoming obstacles, staying calm under pressure, and celebrating your achievements. This daily ritual of mental rehearsal strengthens your willpower and primes your mind for success. Chapter 10: Building a System of Self-Discipline. Willpower is not a limitless resource, and relying on it alone to achieve long-term goals can lead to burnout. This is where self-discipline comes in. While willpower is the initial push that helps us start a task, self-discipline is the consistent practice that sustains it over time. Self-discipline is about creating a structured approach to your goals, one that makes your desired actions easier and more automatic. Consider creating a personal system that supports your goals. If you're working toward a fitness goal, for example, set up a weekly schedule for workouts, meal prepping, and rest days. This system removes the need for constant decision-making and allows you to channel your willpower more effectively. Over time, your system becomes a reliable framework, and your actions become habitual, requiring less conscious effort. By building self-discipline into your life, you create a foundation that supports willpower without depleting it. Chapter 11: Resilience in the Face of Setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable in any worthwhile pursuit, but it's how we respond to them that truly tests and strengthens our willpower. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from difficulties, is an essential aspect of willpower. When we cultivate resilience, we learn to see setbacks not as signs of failure, but as temporary challenges that we have the power to overcome. To develop resilience, begin by reframing setbacks as learning experiences. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you can learn and how you can adapt. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that setbacks are part of any growth process. When you experience disappointment, acknowledge your feelings, then shift your focus back to your goals with a renewed commitment. Resilience also involves the skill of mental flexibility, the ability to adapt your strategies when things don't go as planned. Flexibility allows you to adjust your approach without compromising your commitment to your goals. By building resilience and mental flexibility, you create an internal foundation that supports your willpower through the highs and lows of any journey. Chapter 12: Practicing Gratitude to Reinforce Willpower. It may seem surprising, but gratitude is a powerful ally in building willpower. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, creating a positive mindset that strengthens our resolve. Gratitude encourages us to appreciate our progress, recognize our achievements, and stay motivated by focusing on the positive aspects of our journey. Set aside time each day to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. These could be big achievements, small victories, or even simple moments of joy. As you practice gratitude regularly, you cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity, reducing the mental strain of focusing solely on what still needs to be achieved. This mindset helps conserve mental energy and supports long-term willpower by grounding your journey in positivity. Chapter 13: Finding Purpose and Aligning with Your Values. Purpose is the fuel that keeps willpower burning over the long term. When our goals align with our deepest values, we are far more likely to stay committed, even when motivation wanes. Purpose connects us to something larger than ourselves, creating a sense of meaning that transcends temporary setbacks or challenges. To discover your purpose, reflect on your core values and consider what truly matters to you. What are the goals or aspirations that give your life a sense of meaning? Aligning your willpower with these values creates a powerful internal motivation that sustains you through the inevitable difficulties of any journey. Consider creating a personal mission statement that reflects your core values and purpose. This statement serves as a guiding light, reminding you why you're pursuing your goals and reinforcing your commitment. By anchoring your willpower in purpose, you transform it into a steady, reliable source of strength that sustains you over the long term. Chapter 14: The Daily Practice of Self-Reflection. Self-reflection is an often overlooked component of willpower, yet it plays a crucial role in maintaining clarity and direction. When we take time to reflect, we assess our progress, identify areas for improvement, and realign with our goals. Self-reflection allows us to recognize patterns, celebrate progress, and adjust our approach as needed. Incorporate a brief period of self-reflection into your daily routine. At the end of each day, consider what went well, what challenges you encountered, and how you handled them. Reflect on the choices you made and whether they align with your values and goals. This simple habit of self-assessment keeps your journey on track and enhances your ability to make intentional, purposeful decisions. Chapter 15: The Lifelong Journey of Strengthening Willpower. Willpower is not a one-time achievement, it's a skill that grows with consistent practice and dedication. Just as a gardener tends to their plants, nourishing them over time, we must nurture and develop our willpower through continuous effort. The journey of strengthening willpower is lifelong, a path marked by constant growth, adaptation, and learning. By integrating these principles, visualization, self-discipline, resilience, gratitude, purpose, and reflection, you create a holistic approach to building and sustaining willpower. Every small action you take in pursuit of your goals reinforces your capacity for self-control and determination. The journey of willpower is one of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation, a path that enables you to unlock your full potential and create a life that reflects your highest aspirations. As you continue to develop your willpower, remember that this journey is as much about the process as it is about the outcome. With each step, you strengthen not only your resolve but also your understanding of yourself and your ability to shape your future. In the end, willpower is the art of mastering the mind, a lifelong pursuit that enriches every aspect of life. Chapter 16: Understanding the Role of Patience in Willpower. Patience is a subtle yet essential component of willpower. In a world that often emphasizes quick results and instant gratification, cultivating patience allows us to approach our goals with a sense of calm endurance rather than urgency. Patience is the ability to persist in the face of delayed rewards, staying grounded in the knowledge that true growth takes time. Imagine you're working toward a significant goal, like mastering a skill or transforming a habit. Without patience, frustration and restlessness can easily derail your progress. But when you practice patience, you remind yourself that each small step is a building block toward your ultimate objective. Patience teaches us to value the journey rather than fixate solely on the destination. To strengthen patience, consider adopting practices like mindfulness or meditation, which train the mind to focus on the present moment without rushing. When you learn to appreciate the current step you're taking, you release the pressure of constantly thinking about what's next. Over time, this sense of patience amplifies your willpower, helping you to remain steady and motivated, even when progress seems slow. Chapter 17: The Power of Self-Talk and Internal Dialogue. Our inner dialogue, the constant flow of thoughts and self-talk, profoundly influences our willpower. Positive self-talk can bolster our resolve, while negative or self-critical thoughts can undermine it. Developing a constructive internal dialogue means being mindful of how you speak to yourself, especially in challenging moments. Imagine you encounter an obstacle or a moment of self-doubt. Negative self-talk might say, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," which weakens your motivation. Positive self-talk, however, shifts the narrative to something empowering: "I can handle this challenge," or "I'm capable of growing and learning." This shift in self-talk reinforces your willpower by framing each experience as an opportunity rather than a setback. To practice positive self-talk, start by observing your inner dialogue without judgment. Notice any patterns of self-criticism or doubt, and consciously replace them with encouraging thoughts. Over time, this habit will create a more supportive mental environment, one where your willpower thrives in the face of obstacles. Chapter 18: Using Anchors to Ground Your Willpower. Anchors are physical or mental reminders that keep you focused on your goals and values. An anchor could be an object, like a bracelet or a token, or even a mental image or mantra that reinforces your commitment. When you encounter moments of doubt or temptation, these anchors serve as grounding tools that bring you back to your purpose and strengthen your resolve. For example, if your goal is to practice more self-discipline with your time, you might keep a small token on your desk that reminds you of the purpose behind your efforts. Or, if you're striving to be more mindful, you might use a deep breath as an anchor to center yourself whenever distractions arise. These anchors connect you with your intentions, helping to redirect your focus and renew your willpower. Create a personal anchor that reflects your core values or goals. It could be a phrase, an object, or a visualization that brings you back to your purpose. By consistently associating your anchor with your desired behavior, you build a mental connection that strengthens your willpower whenever you need it most. Chapter 19: Recharging your willpower through rest and recovery. Just as physical energy needs replenishment, willpower also requires rest and recovery to remain strong. Overusing willpower without allowing time for mental and emotional recovery can lead to burnout, making it harder to stay committed to your goals. Rest is not a luxury, it's an essential part of maintaining your willpower over the long haul. Engage in regular practices that restore your mental energy. This might include taking short breaks throughout the day, engaging in activities you enjoy, or practicing relaxation techniques. Even something as simple as a few minutes of deep breathing can reset your mind and prepare you for the next challenge. Sleep is another critical factor in willpower. Studies have shown that adequate rest directly impacts our ability to make decisions, resist impulses, and stay focused. Prioritizing quality sleep is one of the simplest and most effective ways to maintain high levels of willpower. By incorporating rest into your routine, you give yourself the resources needed to persist in your goals with clarity and resilience. Chapter 20: Developing Willpower Through Physical Activity. Physical exercise is more than a means of improving health, it's also a powerful tool for strengthening willpower. Regular physical activity enhances the brain's capacity for self-control and mental resilience. When we exercise, our bodies release endorphins, which elevate mood and improve focus, making it easier to maintain motivation for other tasks. Exercise also requires discipline and commitment, reinforcing habits of perseverance and patience. For example, pushing through the discomfort of a workout can teach you to handle other types of discomfort in daily life, such as resisting distractions or sticking to long-term goals. Physical activity becomes a training ground for willpower, helping you to develop a mindset of resilience and consistency. To harness the benefits of exercise for willpower, choose activities that you genuinely enjoy and can sustain over time. Whether it's running, yoga, strength training, or dancing, the key is consistency. As you build physical endurance, you'll likely notice an increase in mental resilience as well, strengthening your willpower both on and off the exercise mat. Chapter 21: Setting Boundaries to Protect Your Willpower. Boundaries are essential for maintaining and protecting your willpower. When we say yes to every request, commitment, or impulse, we spread ourselves too thin, draining our energy and making it harder to stay focused on our priorities. Setting clear boundaries allows you to protect your time, energy, and mental space, enabling you to channel your willpower where it matters most. Reflect on your current commitments and identify any areas where you might be overextending yourself. Practice saying no to requests or activities that don't align with your goals. By creating this space, you free up mental and emotional energy to invest in the areas that truly matter to you. Boundaries are not about isolation, they are about intentional choice, making room for growth and focus. Remember that setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and self-preservation. When you honor your limits, you reinforce your willpower by creating an environment that supports your goals and personal well-being. Boundaries empower you to be fully present in your pursuits, undistracted and committed to what truly matters. Chapter 22: Learning from Role Models and Mentors. Observing and learning from others who exemplify strong willpower can be incredibly inspiring and instructive. Role models and mentors can offer valuable insights, share strategies for overcoming challenges, and provide a source of encouragement. By studying how others navigate adversity, you gain practical tools and mental frameworks for strengthening your own resolve. Identify individuals whose willpower you admire, whether they're historical figures, public personalities, or people within your personal life. Observe their habits, mindset, and responses to obstacles. What strategies do they use to stay committed to their goals? What beliefs or practices help them maintain focus? By understanding the qualities that make them resilient, you can apply similar principles to your own journey. Consider seeking out mentors who can offer personalized guidance and accountability. Mentors can help you identify blind spots, challenge limiting beliefs, and provide support during difficult times. Engaging with others who share your goals or values strengthens your willpower by connecting you with a supportive network, creating a sense of shared purpose and encouragement. Chapter 23: Embracing the Practice of Letting Go. Sometimes, willpower involves the courage to let go of things that no longer serve your growth. Whether it's an unhelpful habit, a toxic relationship, or a belief that holds you back, the ability to release what hinders you is a testament to inner strength. Letting go requires self-awareness, acceptance, and the wisdom to recognize when something no longer aligns with your goals. The process of letting go may be challenging, as it often involves change and the unknown. However, by releasing old patterns, you make space for new growth, clarity, and opportunities. This practice reinforces your willpower by showing that you're committed not only to what you want to gain but also to what you're willing to leave behind. Begin by identifying areas in your life that may no longer align with your purpose. Reflect on any habits, thoughts, or associations that feel restrictive or draining. Letting go is not about giving up, it's about making an empowered choice to focus on what truly supports your well-being and goals. By practicing this skill, you strengthen your willpower through intentional alignment with your highest values. Chapter 24: The Journey of Willpower, a Lifelong Pursuit. The journey of willpower is an evolving, lifelong process. Unlike a single achievement or momentary success, willpower is a dynamic force that grows and adapts with every experience, setback, and victory. Each time you face a challenge, resist a temptation, or push beyond a perceived limit, you're building inner strength and resilience that extend into every corner of your life. As you've seen, willpower isn't merely about discipline or self-denial. It encompasses mindset, emotional intelligence, patience, and a deep sense of purpose. Strengthening willpower is about embracing a life aligned with your values, supported by habits and environments that foster growth. It's about becoming the architect of your own actions, choosing to live consciously and with intention. In moments of doubt or fatigue, remember that each step you take, no matter how small, reinforces your resolve. Your willpower journey may have twists, turns, and setbacks, but each challenge is a teacher, each success a testament to your dedication. Embrace this journey as a path of self-discovery and transformation, one that empowers you to not only reach your goals but to experience the full depth of your potential. As you move forward, carry with you the knowledge that willpower is within your grasp, ready to be cultivated and strengthened, fueling a life of purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. Thank you for joining us here at the Audiobook Shelf, where we hope this exploration of willpower has inspired you to unlock your mind's limitless power. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.